My name is Cameron Carpenter, and I'm a consultant with Third Stage Consulting Group. And today I'm here to talk to you about 3 lessons I learned from being a masonry laborer, and these lessons that will help you with your digital transformation. And to begin, I'm going to start with lesson number 1, right? And it starts with a story. Each of one of these starts with a quick story. I jumped on the job site, and I'm here. And the one thing you want to do when you're starting off laboring is you want to just work hard and show them that you got what it takes. And I get on the job site and we're working a commercial wall, and I'm told, hey, I need all these block moved down to the other end of the wall. So I naturally grab the wheelbarrow and I start hustling. I grab the block, I throw them in, I'm wheeling around, running down the wall. I'm basically trying to sprint just to like prove myself first couple days on the job. And I get back and I'm turning and burning. I'm getting tired. It's hot out. And the head mason walks over to me and he says, hey, don't you think that it would be important if you pointed the wheelbarrow in the right direction? You'd save a lot of time and energy if you did that. So I sat back and I looked and I said, you're right. I would have probably saved a lot of time and energy if I would have sat back, assessed the situation. I would have looked at where I wanted to be and where I was going to go. And so the lesson here is understanding and define the reason for your transformation, right? Your digital transformation. What are your project goals? What do you want it to be? And what do you want to be when you grow up, right? What do you want to be in the end of all of this? Point the wheelbarrow in the right direction and work smarter, not harder, right? So sometimes it's better to slow down in order to speed up. And for the second lesson, being humble, right? And the story behind this is how I had to dig into the foundation of a footing of a brick wall. So basically what happened was I'm on the job site, we have to lay this block or brick wall up, and I look at the wall and there's no brick ledge for brick. Well, what happened was the footing was poured and they buried the brick ledge under 3-4 feet of mud. It's been a hot, long summer. It's completely dried. There's rock and all kinds of things piling here. So what do I'm tasked with? Dig into the footing so I can get to the brick ledge and build it up so we can start to lay the block wall or brick wall. So I'm digging, and I can only get so far with a shovel that close to the wall. The mud is hard as all get out. There's rock, and I finally ting the top of the brick ledge. So now I can't get my shovel anymore. So what do I have to do? I have to dive in head first, have somebody hold my legs, and I have to start tapping away at the mud, and I have to scoop it all out with a cup. Probably was a McDonald's cup or something we had left over outside. And so the lesson here is it was a very humbling experience, and it's something that I would take with me everywhere I go, and that I think it's important to task great leaders that have that humbling experience, right? That can relate to the people doing the work. I've done that work. I can relate to those doing it. So when I see the pain that they're going through and the struggles, I can help maybe translate that into my transformation project, where we need more cross collaboration with our employees and people, and we need to understand what their pain points are. We need to relate to them, and we need to be able to help them to make it a success. And so be humble, be relatable, communicate with your employees. That's lesson number 2. Now, lesson number 3, hard work and dedication always pays off, right? This is the story of how I had to move 10,000 brick around a house. So I show up to the job site, and head mason comes up, boss man, right? And he says, hey, they dropped all the brick off, but we can't get them crated around to the back because there's not enough room between yards. So I need all those brick moved around back. And it was multiple cubes of brick. I had up to 10,000 total. And so at that point I had 2 options. One, I could take 2 clamps of brick at a time, and that's 10 brick a clamp. So you can do the math. Or I can take this wheelie cart where I can put 40 to 60 brick clamps on and wheel it all the way around, and I can start running. Well, now I had an issue because it's been raining all week. I have rock and uneven terrain and mud sliding all the way around this house. So now I have this big obstacle that I have to get around, on top of moving 10,000 brick and managing the other job site operations, like mixing the mortar, stacking brick up for him to continue to lay brick, right? And so I have to assess the situation, and basically what it come down to is I needed to create a track. So I grabbed 16-foot planks and I started lining them out end over end on each other so I could wheel my brick all the way around the house. You can guarantee I got 10,000 brick around the back side of there. But the lesson here is that there's always going to be obstacles with your digital transformation, and not everything is going to go as planned. So always have a forward-thinking mentality, set the right expectations for the work to be done, and work through the challenges and work through them as a team, right? And so those are my 3 lessons from masonry labor that can help your digital transformation. If you have any questions or comments around this, if this resonates with your expectations on and lessons on what you think a digital transformation needs, please reach out to me. Tell me your experiences, ask questions if you have any comments, and also please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have any more content that you'd like to see from Third Stage, or reach out.